Bell wins $1 million.
That's a good race.
That was a great race. Unbelievable all-star night. Great job, Christopher Bell.
He becomes...
Great job, buddy. Way to drive your ass off.
Christopher Bell has always been the quiet professional in NASCAR's garage. The number 20 Joe Gibbs Racing driver built his reputation on calm composure and a relentless work ethic rather than bold statements or controversial takes. But something changed over the past year. Bell started speaking up more privately within the team and in interviews. Fans noticed it first, then sponsors, and eventually, NASCAR officials themselves began paying attention to what he had to say. The shift became particularly noticeable after the Martinsville race manipulation incident on November 4th, 2024. NASCAR's response suggested they were paying closer attention to driver perspectives, and Bell seized this opportunity. He realized that authentic communication could benefit him and the sport. The transformation didn't happen overnight, but when it did, Bell dropped revelations that exposed NASCAR's hidden pressures and sponsor dynamics. When veteran driver Martin Truex Jr. departed from Joe Gibbs Racing, Christopher Bell found himself stepping into a critical leadership position. Widely regarded as a top talent under Coach Gibbs, Bell quickly became a primary contender for the series championship. He now rivals even his accomplished teammate Denny Hamlin. This career advancement brought greater responsibility and heightened expectations. The change raised the profile of both Bell and the teams backing him. Bell's relationship with his sponsors became crucial to his continued progress beyond the racetrack. Competing at the highest levels of the NASCAR Cup Series demands not only talent, but also steadfast support from corporate partners. For Bell, sponsor commitments boosted his confidence, helping him perform amidst the intense pressures that define the sport. Drivers like Bell must consistently impress their backers, both with results and professionalism. Bell's most shocking admission came during his interview with veteran journalist Jeff Gluck during his 12-question series. For years, Bell walked carefully around sponsors and team management, always aware that one wrong comment could derail everything he'd worked for. Bell said, "I know what changed, and it was single-handedly the confidence and commitment I got from my team and my sponsors. This sport is so tough because you're scrutinized to the sharpest of margins." The early days were different. Bell remembers feeling like he was constantly walking on eggshells, measuring every word. NASCAR scrutinizes its drivers intensely, and the financial stakes with sponsors made every public comment feel risky. Whenever you have sponsors who are paying for you to race, you just don't want to say the wrong things. You don't want to get in trouble. He admitted the pressure was real and constant. Everything changed once he established himself in the number 20 car. With job security came the freedom to express his thoughts about the sport. The 2024 Martinsville race marked a significant turning point for Bell. A controversial penalty during the event cost him a much-anticipated spot in the playoffs. Bell ran against the outside wall in a move similar to Ross Chastain's Hail Melon to finish 18th. NASCAR, which had banned the move in 2023, penalized him to 22nd place, the last car one lap down. Instead of being tied with William Byron in playoff points because of his placing, it resulted in him being eliminated from the playoffs. While this outcome could have derailed his ambitions, Bell leaned on support from his team, sponsors, and mentors to regain his focus. Bell described how these relationships empowered him to withstand difficult moments and keep pushing forward. The incident marked a turning point. Bell stepped up when it seemed like NASCAR was becoming more open to honest driver feedback. The transformation became complete once Bell solidified his position at Joe Gibbs Racing. "It allowed me to open up more, but you're not walking on pins and needles and eggshells trying to make sure you don't screw up and have a sponsor get away," he said. As Bell's comfort with the car and trust in his sponsors grew, he gained confidence to speak his mind. He became unburdened by the earlier fear of losing critical sponsorships. This new authenticity allowed Bell to distinguish himself, making a mark as an honest and respected competitor among fellow drivers, NASCAR officials, and an enthusiastic fan base. His insights became sought after, and his voice carried new weight in garage area discussions about racing integrity and the sport's direction. Bell acknowledges that NASCAR's intense scrutiny makes authenticity challenging. Every word gets analyzed, every opinion gets dissected. Bell learned that being genuine, rather than playing it safe, strengthens his relationships with his team and sponsors. Bell's evolution represents more than just personal growth. It's a blueprint for how modern NASCAR drivers can find their authentic voice while maintaining crucial professional relationships. Bell's newfound authenticity brought an unexpected revelation about fan perception. The general popularity of Cup Series drivers tends to stay fairly stable for each personality who comes into the series. This is clear in the sport's Most Popular Driver Award, which has been awarded to just 2 drivers since Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s first in 2003. Dale Earnhardt Jr. started a run of well over a decade, sweeping the voting in that category up to and including his final Cup Series year in 2017. Chase Elliott took up the Most Popular Driver mantle from that year forward. This exclusivity for that award has baffled Bell in recent years. I remember whenever I first got started in professional motorsports, Bell told The Athletic, through my teenage years, people loved me and I didn't have enemies. Nobody disliked me. Then you get into NASCAR, and I don't know if it's because people don't know the individuals, or maybe I have changed and I'm just an asshole, but I've definitely got people who don't like me now. Bell's confusion runs deep. He said, I'm like, I don't understand how anybody could not like me. I never had people dislike me as a kid growing up, and now I do. Bell's compassionate side emerged during another candid moment with Jeff Gluck. As a driver who has won in all the NASCAR series, be it Truck, Xfinity, or the Cup Series, Bell knows the feeling of being close to a victory, yet not bagging it. Bell feels that the Haas Factory team's Xfinity driver Sheldon Creed is struggling to get his first win. In NASCAR, things not going in a driver's way is part of the game. Last season, Bell was one of the most consistent among the lot, yet failed to make it to the championship. Despite finishing his previous 3 Cup seasons in the top 5, he still hasn't been able to get a championship. Denny Hamlin provides another example. In over 2 decades of racing in the Cup, with 57 wins, he's yet to win a championship. That feeling of being so close yet so far is tough to get over for a driver. It's something Sheldon Creed has been facing for a long time. Creed hasn't had things go his way so far in his Xfinity career. He's in his 4th Xfinity season and has yet to get into victory lane. In his 118th race starts, he has finished 31 times in the top 5. Even more disappointing is that Creed holds the Xfinity Series record for most runner-up finishes, 14. Even 15 races into the current season, that maiden victory for Creed is yet to come. He continued the runner-up streak with his finish in the Martinsville race. However, the day Creed wins, Bell has promised to be the first one to congratulate him. When asked to name a driver who he'd be one of the first people to congratulate in victory lane if they won a race, Bell replied, "This one is easy, Sheldon Creed. I love Sheldon. I'm honestly shocked he hasn't won many races by now in the Xfinity Series. Through his Truck Series career, I felt like he was one of the top guys coming up. The Xfinity stuff has been a little bit perplexing, but definitely whenever he wins, I will make sure I'm there to congratulate him." The 27-year-old driver has often come close to winning a race, but has always fallen short. No one has been a witness to this closer than Bell. During the Darlington race last season, Creed was dominating the race and had almost won it. A caution and a slow pit stop ruined it for him. Eventually, Bell won that race. The JGR driver had spoken about how Creed deserves to win.